We will never reveal the truth. We're not that kind of detective agency.
And we're live.
Way!
I should have changed the actual. It's episode 16. There we go. All right. What happened last time? Gang, crew.
We saw a rabbit eat itself.
It's true.
That was my highlight. And low light.
That's great.
No, we're still in the Mournland. We are venturing towards the glowing chasm where we think Bibbit is. And we arrived at a kind of a cliff face with some cultists of the way who we disposed of. One of whom got around the magic of the Mournland. We're not quite sure how. Finnick did some wonderful charming in a dire situation and got like two stooges, both of whom are dead.
Yeah.
One we sent in and into like the doorway into the side of the mountain and didn't come back. And there was some sort of guardian there who must be this automaton voice we're hearing. And then the other one.
Yeah, you kind of forgot about the other one.
Is it? Is she just outside? Is she just chilling out?
I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah,
That won't come back. That won't come back to bite us. Cool.
She is a bit bad. Not either.
But we know that there is something within here that is helpful in our task to dispose of Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
We went in and it was all like Battlestar Voyager. Battlegate Voyager. Oh shit!
Battlegate.
I am ruining any fan base we had might have just left. I'm gonna stop this. Someone else carry over.
Battlestar Galactica is what you mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever we were just talking about.
It was like
Very futuristic was my point.
okay. It was very very futuristic. It was like a corporate training ground for customer service in like this dystopic neoliberal sci-fi type setting. And it was like deliciously unsettling. And we had to put costumes on / uniforms, that's the word for it. And then we had to go through the tube and meet our big brother, but there was no big brother. But I decided to go in because everyone was just like avoiding the inevitable. And Inkblot and Stan went in, and then they encountered themselves, metaphor. And then I went in and encountered my friend who appeared to me in a dream, who offered to show me the people we were looking for, but said he couldn't protect my friends.
Yeah, just to be clear, you did actually kind of meet yourselves as physical, not as a metaphor. That might people be like, oh, as a metaphor, right? So yeah, but like basically you went into.
Sorry, I mean, if you're reading, like you can interpret.
Yeah.
We found ourselves.
Yeah.
Just think we get it.
Mission
now.
over. Time to go home.
Yeah, so I think we stopped where there was there were 3 hallways basically in front of you, seemingly designed for each of you, and there was even kind of a waiting period as you felt the room behind the door get ready for you, and as the door kicked up, you saw the 3 hallways, all of them filled with the heavy, even denser the normal mist of the Mournland. And as you walked in, Raya and Inkblot, you both saw your mirror image blocking your way. Fennec, for you saw kind of a mist-formed person walk out of the fog, who then slowly became the vision of Craig. Let's, for the moment, cut back to Fennec and Craig. As Craig kind of looks to you, Fennec. You're quite tall, actually. Craig is shorter. at this
Yeah.
point. And this figure had to, as it walked forward, it had to kind of shorten itself to be an accurate recreation of this friend of yours. But Craig looks up at you. Like I said, I can keep you hidden, but I can't keep all 3 of you hidden.
Will I be able to get back if I go with you?
I think so.
Then let's go.
Just us?
For now.
What about your friends?
But you said I could come back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One second. There was a tone just then. Just want to address the tone.
What tone?
Insight check.
Make an inside check.
I'm not very insightful though. Where am I? It's me.
With a 4, you don't. I mean, it's difficult to read this entity overall. The one thing that you notice is that its voice is changing a bit, more and more, kind of becoming, I guess, human as it talks to you. It's inquisitive of you. That's it with a 4.
Why would you help me?
I'm not sure. It just seems like the right thing to do.
Because you're Greg or because you're someone else?
I don't really know who I am.
You don't remember who you were before?
No, I think I'm a lot of people.
Okay. People who were in the moorland when the morning happened?
Yeah.
People who have since come to the moorland?
Some.
Would you want to leave this place?
That was what I was designed to do, I think. That was the primary mission. But I don't have control exactly.
Who does?
My sister mother.
Is she here too?
Yeah.
And she's the one you would hide me from?
Yes.
And what does she want?
Control.
And what do you want?
Creation. Anyway, we're out of time. With this, let's cut back to
Okay.
Inkblot and Raya. You are standing in front of your mirror images. Kind of this translucent versions of you. What would you like to do?
Can I get past? I want to try and move past the mirror image, see if I can.
Yeah, I
keep
mean,
going down the corridor.
it is like looking into a full body length mirror. So as you try and move, you just go against your own arm. As you kind of try to move to the left or right, the image moves left and right, just blocking you perfectly.
And it feels like skin against skin kind of thing. Like it feels. Does it
Feels
feel
slightly
real?
colder. Like everything has kind of a an icy feel to it, but it feels real enough that the cloth or the armor does kind of wrinkle as you push against it. But
if I look into the eyes of the reflection, does it still? It looks like a reflection, like a mirror, like a.
yeah.
I don't know how quickly we're into cutting. I don't want to take up all the space. You're welcome to.
I mean, the same thing is happening to Inkblot.
Yeah, should be doing the same thing. Trying to sort of. Yeah, trying to phase through it. That doesn't work. She'll say, well, I'll probably call it Fennec. Raya, you there?
There's no response, and the others don't hear anything.
When I speak, does my duplicate speak as well? Do I hear my duplicate, or are they just mouthing?
Just mouthing.
If I turn around, do I see a door? The door I came through?
You turn back, you see an empty, mist-filled hallway. The visibility is so low that it might be leading back to the same place, but you can't see the door.
Okay. Well, I assume I have to get past you. Yes, you are a trial, a challenge.
You turn back to your duplicate and they mouth the same words to you, mirroring your confidence.
There is no confidence here.
Well,
okay, all right.
Sorry.
There you go.
If I feel, are there solid walls around the corridor? Does it have edges and?
yeah, you definitely feel the same smooth kind of metal material that you've been seeing and feeling like everywhere in this complex.
Okay, I think probably having done a similar kind of thing to Ink in terms of looking back and kind of probably saying something and probably having the same thing. If I try and shove my own mirror image, if I try and put my hands against and try with all my strength to kind of push them back, what happens?
Make an athletics check.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that noise?
That was my phone that I hadn't muted.
Oh, I thought it was like a sound effect.
I pushed myself.
So with a 26, you push the mirror image, kind of almost giving it quite a strong shove, and you feel the same strength against your body, and both of you, from the strength of this push, fall back onto the floor, kind of shocked a little bit.
Wait, I fall back as well?
No, you don't. As in
okay.
Raya and Raya's
I see.
clone duplicate thing.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I am like mist. I am the mist. I can phase through you. I can move through you. I am like mist, and I'm going to cast Misty Step and try and jump 30 feet behind.
All right. So, roll a D100 for me.
I am mist. I am mist. I am mist. Whoa!
Okay, roll another D100 for me as the spell fails. As whatever effect in the Mournland itself plucks the spell from you. So, you cast your spell, and nothing happens. You feel the energy take leave you, but you don't move. And then you hear below you, and as you look, you see about 16 or so swarms of rats running everywhere. Also being mirrored, so there's probably 8 swarms doubled. They're just running, rushing, panicking, like there's just a river of rats running past you, trying to hide away, trying to find openings in the metal to kind of hide into the walls, but there's nothing. And then you just look down, and what used to be the orange tiles are just now kind of rat bodies running everywhere.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold me! What's the... help! Help! And I will panic for a bit.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was wondering if I can try and go back out the corridor, if I try and follow kind of along the walls and try and get back out.
You turn around, you head back into the mist, or, you know, where you think the entrance to the hallway would be. And you start walking. And after about 5 minutes, which again feels way longer than it should be, you find that there's a body emerging, a shadow from the mist. And you walk forward faster, and you see yourself rushing to meet yourself. Fennec. Craig turns, leading you off further into the hallway. Do you follow?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I follow.
All right.
Sorry, I was busy scratching my eyebrows. So.
Happens to the best of us. Yeah, Craig kind of turns back for a moment just before you feel... There's a weird sensation. As you walk through this hallway, you feel slightly... I guess almost like seeing premonitions. You get a sense of the scale of this place. You feel its enormity. For a moment, you almost feel like you know that the hallway is ending now. You feel that, okay, there's going to be this turn, there's going to be a door. And then as Craig walks forward, Craig kind of stops at the very edge of just what to you seems a continuation of the fog. And you know in your heart that he can't go further than this, that this is some sort of a border. And as he turns to you, and as you walk past him, you emerge outside, and you emerge in a kind of a replication of the entrance. But clearly you've been through the hallway now. You see another door in front of you, looking slightly different from the ones that you entered from. You see 2 unused hallways where you would have expected Ink and Riot to emerge from, but they're not there. And you see Craig, who is waiting in the densely fogged your hallway, kind of just staring at you.
Are you not going to come too?
If I walk forward, then she'll see me and try to destroy me.
If she's your sister, Mother, why does she want to destroy you?
Control.
I suspected you might say that. What now, then? How do we free you?
There was one who came before you who was curious, and he found the creation room itself. When you get there, we can talk again.
Okay. Any pointers?
Don't trust my voice.
That is probably a good pointer, because I was going to do that. So the creation room. and I have to find it myself.
Well, your friends are, like, really having trouble.
I should go to them, probably.
Do you want to talk to them?
Yeah.
Okay. You watch as Craig's mouth opens and keeps opening until it just covers the length of his body and moves up as well. And you just see that his mouth has turned into kind of a slightly darker opening.
Oh. Cool. I talk into it.
Yeah, both Inkblot and Raya, you hear Fennec's voice coming through the mist, as if the AI whatever voice was there before that just seemed to emanate from everywhere. Now is Fennec's voice.
Just, Greg, before I talk to my friends, I am talking directly inside you. Are my friends inside you?
Not really.
Okay, no, just checking. Hi team, Raya, Stan.
There are so many! Get off me! I can't stand it! Ah!
So I'm just like outside. I don't know if I can hear you back. So.
Yeah, you can hear Inkblot yelling.
Oh great. Oh Ink, settle down. Is something wrong?
Oh my god, Fennec, please help! Help me! There are so many, I can't stand it!
What's happening? What's going on? Tell us quickly.
There are thousands of these creatures!
What creatures?
Rats! Rats everywhere!
There are rats.
Everywhere!
Are they hurting you?
They're all climbing up my legs.
But they're not like hurting you.
I mean, I am terrified.
Okay. But also there's two ways that people react in the world, and it's love and fear. And I encourage you to have a little bit of love for the rats, and then maybe a little bit of that fear will drift away. Anyway, Raya, what are you up to?
Are you okay, Fennec? Because I mean, I'm not okay, and it sounds like Ink's not okay, but weirdly, you know. Are you okay?
I am okay. Yeah. I made a friend. And he's looking after me. Apparently there's a kind of malevolent force here that I guess is probably responsible, looks to Greg, responsible for my friends being trapped. Yeah.
Craig is a large open mouth at this point.
Unconfirmed. But you know, I'm guessing
Fennec?
that's a word.
Fennec,
Yes.
who's your favorite beet farmer?
Oh! But if I say it, then other people will know, and then the code will be broken.
Oh, that's not a very reassuring answer.
Can I do telepathy through this? Can I telepathize through this open mouth?
Yeah, you do more than that. You actually feel kind of where they are. You feel their almost a life force presence inside the hallways. They seem to be just in the middle of the hallway, just standing there.
Oh, you're just in the middle of the hallway, just standing there. And also, it's brush.
Okay, that's reassuring.
I think it's impossible to love 500 rats.
Have you counted them?
I don't know, it's more of an estimate. I think their numbers are growing.
Stay calm, Barnaby. I mean,
level 11.
stay calm, Inkblot.
Should I cast Fireball?
No, don't do that.
No.
They're probably not real. Don't worry about it.
Fennec, did your friend? Oh, sorry. No, you go
it's
ahead.
hard, isn't it? You just don't know
Yeah.
who's going to talk when.
Oh no, it's strange. Yeah. You go ahead, Fennec.
No, you please. What were you saying, Raya?
I was going to ask if your friend looks exactly like you.
Oh no. He looks like Greg. You remember Greg? The reason for
Yeah.
my life choices. So that's who he looks like. I am laughing in character as well. This is not me. So
Okay. Oh.
bit unusual because he's dead, but I guess, you know. I mean, I'm emulating Greg. I think it would be natural that other forces in the world would want to emulate Greg. And we don't really know how the morning works, do we? So life and death seem to be a thing here. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah. Oh, me or sorry, it's hard to tell on the.
I think Inkblot's just screaming about rats.
What
so
I think what would be really great is you seem to not be in the same situation. Oh my god, as get off. As us. So tell us how you got past yourself or Greg or.
Oh, I made a friend and he helped me. You see, you have to be open to possibility, Inkblot. Maybe if you befriended the rats, they would help you get out.
Hello. It is nice to meet you.
There's like most of them have rushed off.
Where?
Into the fog. You did see that they also had a mirror image meet them, so they couldn't go further. So apparently they also rushed back towards the hallway, or towards the exit rather. But there's one left who keeps bugging you and tries to like climb up you and doesn't seem to want to leave.
Make a friend.
Hello.
Kind of rushes
Greg?
up your leg.
I'm gonna like try and grab it.
Sure, you grab it.
Hell, can you? Am I holding a rat in the mirror as well?
Yeah, you are.
Don't just say help. Find out a bit about it. That's how you make friends.
What do you think of the Modland?
The rat is kind of struggling to get free, and as you talk to it, it turns back to your hand and bites it.
I'll just drop it.
It rushes off.
The rats are gone.
Well done! You did it! Through friendship.
All right, you, myself, let me pass.
You know, I think it would be great if the two of you both reconciled with yourselves in some way, in a similar fashion. So maybe take that love that you had for the rats and apply it to yourself, because we don't do that much self-love as a group.
Can I ask the DM a very quick question? Bit silly, but I assume the reflection of me is of my halfling body, is of sort of Raya rather than Stan, so to speak. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
I love myself. I don't.
Do you though, Inkblot?
You know, Fennec, I don't think this is the right time to have a crisis of identity.
But aren't you already having a crisis of identity?
No, I'm just having a crisis.
I feel like there's been a long time since you found out about Dell, since you lost your place in the university. I don't remember a time when you weren't in crisis.
Well, there's a fucking great realization. Okay, so...
I'm going to come in and get you both, but I think you need to know that you both had the power to free yourself from this. Are you actually Del? Is that you, Del? Or... Wait, me or the reflection of you?
Oh, no, not talking to you anymore. I'm trying to self decrisis.
Self-reflect.
Self-reflect. You know what? I just don't feel like I can do this right now. Could you just come and get me?
I'll come in. Yeah, I can feel where you are. You're just standing in the middle of the hallways. Something that seems endless is actually quite finite. It's just really hard to find your way back without help.
Please come and help.
All right.
All right, you walk into Ink's hallway, Inkblood's
Yeah.
hallway.
Yeah. See you later, Greg. Yeah, sorry, Raya. Inkblood is complaining more, so I'll start with her.
That's okay. I haven't had any rats, so I'll keep an eye out for those though.
But
Hold tight.
But it is interesting, isn't it, that I feel like the distress Inkblot was feeling has actualized rats. So just, have a good time. I don't know why I've turned into a cult leader.
This has been Phoenix's long game. This whole game is to get us to this place.
So yeah, you walk through the dense fog here, and come upon two figures. You see Ink in the middle of the hallway, and you see Inkblot's reflection. You're now kind of standing like you would be standing behind a mirror, looking at the real Inkblot with the fake Inkblot to the left of you.
Do I see her?
Yeah,
him?
you see him.
Fennec, and I'm gonna like move over to get a better vision, but then my gets inside. I'm like, get the fuck out of Sophie. You didn't have this?
No, I saw Greg. It was lovely. And other words. In terms of Inkblot's mirror image, and she's speaking at the same time.
Yeah, no noise though, no sounds.
No noise though, no noise.
And she doesn't count to you as a if you would try to like put mind talk to it. It doesn't register the same way as Inkblot or Raya do.
Okay.
It seems like an empty shell, if anything.
I'm gonna go over and reach out to the figure.
Yeah, you kind of
on the shoulder.
Yeah, you touch the shoulder. Feels cold.
Cold?
Yeah. Feels weirdly like that version of Inkblot has been in the freezer for a couple of hours or something.
Okay. Do I still have a sense which way the exit is? Or have I lost that?
It's behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna take Inkblot's hand.
Mm-hmm.
She'll let me.
Which one?
You Inkblot.
Okay.
And press it against fake Inkblot's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to try and press them together.
Okay.
You wanted help.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, I'm actually super good at athletics. Don't worry, everyone. I've got this. No advantage.
No.
Oh shit!
25. So, with a 25, Fennec just keeps pushing. It actually becomes a little bit,
You're hurting me.
uncomfortable. Then it becomes painful as this, mirror image is exerting the exact same pressure against you. And there's a moment then where the mirror image is pushed for you that you actually kind of, you have to close your eyes for a moment and you fall forward. Fennec, from your viewpoint, you see them, as Inkblot closes her eyes, they kind of stumble past each other and switch places. And as Inkblot walks back or stumbles back, you see the mirror image on the other side stumble back into the fog and disappear.
Cool. So I think I helped this situation.
That was incredible. Very painful. I think you might have broken my finger.
I didn't think that was going to work, to be honest with you.
You know what? I had my doubts, but it's you brute forced the puzzle.
Cool. Should we go get Raya?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
As you walk to reach Raya, there's a moment, Fennec, where Inkblot's kind of presence flickers in and out. You find yourself wondering which one did you bring along at this point. But then Inkblot's presence is back again, and you feel pretty confident. But 90% confident that that's the real Inkblot.
Hey, Inkblot,
Oh, yes.
are you the real Inkblot?
What do you mean?
Ah, good enough for me. All right.
All right. The both of you walk to Raya's hallway. Raya, you see two figures emerge, Inkblot and Fennec, standing side by side with your mirror image.
I think at this point, I think I'm cross-legged, sat right in front of my mirror image, with my hand up against it, hands touching, trying to be like, sometimes, maybe I'm not as kind to you as I should be. But it's not overly convincing. Maybe, maybe that there's some, trying to hold still to a high standard, and I'm falling short of that. But also, she's just kind of staring into this body that's kind of not really hers, and it's all a bit uncomfortable and sad.
Yeah. At that point, you hear the footsteps coming down the hallway, and you see Fennec and Inkblot.
Oh, great! Hello? You're okay?
We are, but Raya, don't let us disturb you. You continue doing what you're doing.
Well,
Is that...
Oh, I'm sorry.
What
Which
you
one of
did?
you was free in the first place? Which one of you rescued Inkblot single-handedly? It's almost like you should listen to me. Okay, Inkblot, shh. As you were, Raya.
Maybe, I'm really struggling now. Also, I keep feeling like rats are going to appear at any moment.
I think the rats were I tried to cast a spell, and my visualization technique, which I learned from Fennec, did not seem to work. Maybe the distress I was feeling was because of that. But I'm going to walk up, and I'm going to sort of stand like as in between of them as I can get, but like more on the reflection side. I just want to look at them both and see if I can find any difference. I can like study like from toe to foot, like if there's anything which is.
Make an investigation check,
Like spot
or perception, or let's say
either or
either.
Perfect. Investigation. Oh, good. 14.
The 14, you scan the equipment, the clothes, everything. Seems like a perfect mirror image.
Well, Fennec, what would happen if we pulled this version of Raya away to the side, held it there so Raya could just walk past?
Instinctually, I feel like that's not the point of this place.
Well, okay.
It's not to avoid and circumnavigate your reflection. The way you got out was going towards. I know that it may feel strange and uncomfortable, but I feel that we need to sit in this and discover who we're looking at, and then find a way to reconcile with them. And while I have said this and you have not taken it seriously, I just think that sometimes it's better to face things head on. And I'm going to sit cross-legged and wait.
All right.
Oh, well,
There's a patch of mist waiting for you, Inkblot. Pat's ground.
I feel... Raya, can I try something? And I'm going to go up to your hands. I'm going to try and emulate what Finnick did.
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Oh, good. The wizard is doing an athletics check.
Yeah, you try to pull and push. It just feels, you're trying to push two people against each other and they're restricting. It doesn't work.
I just worry we don't have time to...
Inkblot, can I say, your fear, your anxiety, your need to overtake this situation, sit down. This isn't your moment.
She'll sit down.
So this is how you got out, was by, I don't know, talking to yourself and finding inner peace and resolution.
Fennec, do you have inner peace?
No.
So then, why are you forcing that upon us? You forced me through.
I'm finding you really obnoxious at the moment, Inkblot.
I am sorry. We are in a very cramped space, surrounded by mist, in a strange place, which feels like it's just perpetually trying to kill us. And I feel like the longer we are here, the more danger and the more risk we have upon ourselves. I don't feel like this is the safest environment to have these sorts of revelations. I am all for it. I want to be at one with myself and be at ease. But right now...
Still going. There is no such thing as inner peace. That is the whole point. We are fragmented.
Why are you trying to force it upon us?
I am not.
But you just said this is all about inner peace.
Okay, I'm going to walk out of the corridor. See you later.
I'm just trying to understand you.
I've left.
You seem to have one rule for yourself and another for us.
Actually, no, I was trying to help you. Good luck. Gonna be in the waiting room.
Raya, I am...
I sort of try and go after Fennec, but it's just my reflection.
Yep.
Of running
Fe-
How did you get out then?
Well, Fennec pushed my hand against my reflection's hand, and then I sort of fell through.
And I put my hand against the reflection again and kind of try and push and push and push, and probably then do another really aggressive shove at myself. Just frustration.
Make an athletics check. Yeah, you aggressively almost jump against it, and you feel the force hitting you as your reflection also pushes you back, and you both fall down onto the floor, kind of staring at each other.
Okay, I have an idea. Stand up. Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to go into my bag and I'm going to pull out the rope and then stand with your feet together.
Okay.
And as Raya's feet stand together, the reflection's feet, and I'm going to take my rope and I'm going to tie the legs together.
Okay.
And put your hands by your side, then I'm going to tie the arms around. I'm just going to tie it into a big knot. Do it as tight as I can.
All right. Make a sleight of hand as you do your best at this. All right. Yeah. You tie the reflection up as tightly as you can.
Okay. I don't know how. Okay. try to sidestep and run as fast as you can.
Okay, I'll do it.
So as I should say, as Inkblot has been tying up and forcing the feet together, you have felt force against your feet, forcing your feet together, forcing your hands together.
So when I try and move them apart, there's...
Make an athletics check.
Oh, no.
12. You can't. The knots are really. The force is really holding you together.
It's almost
Raya,
like you will listen to me.
Do it now.
I think you've just tied me up, Ink.
What?
I can't move my hands and my feet. It's quite tight, actually.
Oh, okay. Untie everything.
Mm-hmm.
Go, well, that was a brilliant idea.
I think you can see Raya getting actually quite distressed at this point, probably. Like, it's quite...
Look, I'm going to go get Fennec. Are you okay?
I just need to get out. I just don't... I don't like looking at that person,
Okay.
you know?
Close your eyes. You don't have to.
Okay.
I'll take off my blue cloak, and I'm gonna throw it over, Raya.
Okay.
I'll
The
close
reflection,
my
Raya.
eyes.
Reflection, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And Raya, you close your eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to head towards where Fennec went. Fennec.
Yes.
Look, I'm sorry for what I said. It's a I felt so trapped and I lashed out and I'm sorry. I think Raya isn't doing well.
Okay.
Please come and help. I will
Okay.
listen.
Yes. Good. You must trust what happens.
Okay.
I go back into the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
I head straight towards Raya.
Yeah, you see Raya standing there, eyes closed.
Probably like hands over her eyes as
With
well.
reflection Raya
Yeah.
with a blue cloak over them.
Mm-hmm.
Cloak over them.
Well, it was. She was getting.
Oh
quite-
yeah, you're freaking out.
No, not over.
Wait,
Not over.
wait.
No, over the reflection. Over the reflection of Raya to hide
Oh,
it.
okay.
From so Raya couldn't see it.
Okay, I'm going to take that cloak off. And just
Okay.
stand there.
I'll take it and I'll put it back on.
I'm going to very, very softly put a hand over both the hands on Raya's face and whisper mentally, I'm here. Everything's going to be okay. No matter what, we'll figure this out. And then I'm going to take my hands away. And I'm going to say, when you're ready.
Okay, yeah, I'll take my hands away from my face and kind of look at you.
Can I have your hand?
Of course. Hold your hand, or do your hand.
And I take the mirror image's hand as well. You know when this happened, Raya? Stan, Raya. When this happened, I wasn't as supportive as I could have been.
I mean, you were grieving for me.
I was so focused on what I'd lost, but you're here. You're more. It was a gift in a way, even as it was pain. And we're so lucky that you're here. And for a long time, I was so... In my head, you were Stan. In my head, you were only Stan. And that was unfair. Because that's not the truth of it. And in my head now, I see you as Raya and Stan. I see both occupying the same space and being one. And I'm really thankful, actually. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't. I am also torn into pieces in other people. But this reflection isn't going to hurt you. This person isn't going to hurt you. Both Inkblot and I have found our way through, and you will too.
You're here now, and that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Good. Good. Okay, all right. So keep going then, I guess. Do you want to maybe take her hand on the other side as well, Inkblot?
I'll do that. I'll grab the other hand, but I'll also put my hand over Fennec's hand and give it a squeeze.
So many hands, so much unity.
All right, so you're standing there. Raya's double hands out, touching Raya's hands. So
We're like in a circle.
So yeah, what happens exactly?
I think when you're ready, you should go towards her.
She's solid. She's
solid. You know, like hugs and stuff.
okay. I'll maybe try take a moment and then I'll try stepping forward. And maybe kind of as I do, I sort of close my eyes and try stepping forward.
All right.
This reflection.
And I will intone. We are many, but we are one.
So as you hear that creepy sentence, but yeah, you step forward. You can see your reflection heading, in the same direction, heading to cut you off. But you close your eyes, and Fennec and Inkblot, you watch as the moment Raya closes her eyes, the reflections meet and just pass through each other. And Raya stumbles forward, and Raya's double behind her stumbles back towards the entrance and disappears.
I am wondering what happens to the copies, but it's good to have you back, Raya.
Thank you, Fennec. Thank you, Ink. That's
Don't thank me. I should have listened to Fennec. I think you know exactly what you're doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I appreciate the faith. And I think faith is really what's at stake here.
I don't know how
I
I
laugh
ever
in
doubted.
character like that.
I don't know how I ever doubted that this was fully you in control, Fennec, because this is that's absolutely, yeah. No,
Oh, no.
it's,
Oh, no.
definitely you. That's, something.
Should we go back into the hallway for a bit of a breather?
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some things to tell you.
All right.
Yeah, you walk out of the heavy mist and into the basically the room that is just before the next door, which was closed before, has now opened, and you see kind of a small room inside, but you're standing outside it, looking at Fennec expectantly.
I do telepathy. Not that my telepathy will protect us. It seems like this place is all encompassing, but sure, why not? And I tell them about the encounter I had, more about the mother and control versus creation, and that there's a creation room in here. And that, I mean, I think it's important that we look for it.
All right. Do we think
Did
this?
you tell us? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
You go.
I was going to. Do we think this creation room is what created our duplicates of ourselves? And if they weren't reflections, if they were real, tangible things which they felt to be, and we have sent them out into the world.
I can't say that for sure. I do know that the person I'm speaking to, as Greg, said they were made up of many, many people.
I see. I just had the horrible thought.
Go on.
What if Ivan has found this place before? Ivan has many duplicates throughout the world. We know this. What if they were created here?
Oh, that's a bit grim, isn't it?
Well,
I guess it would be good to know. Greg said there had been one other person who'd come here before, but I don't know what happened.
could you ask, where is he?
He's in the creation room now. I must go there to find him and speak to him. And help.
Well, let's go find
We'll
him.
go with you.
Sounds good.
So,
Should we try the staff room?
I mean, there's a room right in front of you.
Yeah, let's open it.
Walking in, you see a small room, very kind of unremarkable, the same smooth, nondescript features as everything else in this complex. But you see a very large stone bowl in the middle of this room. And as you look down into it, you see maybe 24 or so badges inside it as well.
Badges.
Badges, as in the badges that you found and took from the changing rooms.
Not like badges.
No, that would be awesome.
Badges of badges.
That's the honey heist version.
I just love that we're a bowl full of badgers.
The real puzzle. It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with badgers?
How
do we raise these badgers?
But yeah, as you walk into this room, you hear congratulatory candidate 876. Congratulations. You have been assigned to further testing in creation. Please follow name unavailable to challenge room 1.
Oh, challenge room. Okay. Which one of us is that?
876.
Clarify. Comply.
There's
What number am I?
around 5 minutes of silence
Okay.
until the voice comes back and you hear congratulatory candidates. Congratulations. You have been assigned to further testing in Cradle. Please follow name unavailable immediately.
Great.
That was candidates.
Should we do we get a badge or do we put a badge down?
You have badges that you took from the changing rooms that you used to open the door to get into the hallway with the mist.
Are these the badges in the bowl? Are these all different? Are they exactly the same?
They all look exactly the same.
And are there any other doors or exits or entrances in this room?
If you want to investigate, you can.
Yeah.
But
I'll wander
otherwise,
around the
it looks
room.
empty. Yep.
20.
20. So, there's nothing else in the room, you're pretty sure, as you kind of trace the walls, until the back wall itself seems like it has moved somewhat recently. At least there's a faint kind of mark on the floor where the mechanism has moved. So probably the back wall itself could be moved.
All right. This seems loose. I'm going to grab Do we have? When we went through into the hallway, did we get our first
Yeah.
badges back?
Yeah.
Okay. When the voice first spoke, it said, "Congratulations to candidate 876. You were the first one who came out, Fennec." And then it said, the second candidate will go to the cradle. Where did it want to send the first candidate? I missed it.
To creation.
To creation.
Where we want to go.
So they said,
The first text was, you have been assigned, candidate 876, you have been assigned to further testing in creation. Please follow name unavailable to challenge room 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenge.
and then we were meant to go to the cradle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the others were meant to go to the cradle. This seems to be movable. This wall. When I put my hand on it, does it feel like it slides, or is it locked in place?
It's heavy. It's locked.
Okay.
Open. I'm going to put my hand on it and say, open. We're ready to go through.
Nothing.
Okay, maybe the badges then. Badges?
Hold one of my badges up and put it against the wall.
I'm picturing a badger every time anyone
I
says
know.
that. So badger.
Yeah, nothing happens as you put the metal against the wall.
The stone bowl, is there any writing on it? If I was to like move the badges aside, is there anything on the bottom of the bowl?
Looking around, no. It just seems I mean, it's quite heavy to move, but as you kind of try, it just seems like it's been there for decades, filled with the same badges as you have.
I'm going to take off my badge and put it in the bowl.
All right, yeah, you do that.
And then I'm going to walk over to the door.
As you walk over, the wall itself, as if kind of a grand reveal, as it should have been, starts opening, and you see as it does, two sides of the wall, or the walls next to it, kind of light up in blue, lighting the room up as well. And you do feel like this probably was meant to be kind of a grand reveal, but the wall just kind of slides up, then stops midway, then drops a little bit, and then slides the rest of the way up. And behind it, you see a stone staircase leading down into further below.
All right, well, we should be off. Maybe put your badges in too, though, eh?
Well, maybe we could keep one or two, just in case.
Did we not learn our lessons with the mists?
Well, there may be more doors that we have to get through. Maybe staff entranceways where we need these badges.
Oh, Inkblot.
I'm so sorry, I've just lost it. Raya's there, very serious. She's, intrigued by all of this. I'm just gonna calm down. You carry on.
I'll drop my badge in.
Raya?
I will return mine as well.
Mm-hmm. Your what? The badge. The badge. Just the badge. Yeah, you all of you throw your badges into the bowl. As you walk down the staircase, you
Expectancy of a badger.
We've been there for decades, Ariella. Decades.
as you walk down the
so
staircase, you find yourselves in a this time a kind of a stone, larger kind of again hallway, I guess, room. You see kind of bluish light. This time a large, ever-burning lantern that automatically lights up, casting kind of blue light everywhere. You also see on the floor there's a rather fresh-looking smear of blood. The room itself is kind of partially collapsed. And there's a very, very clean-looking skeleton. Kind of a little bit back into the hallway or the room. There's hallways leading off from here, looking half collapsed. You get a sense that maybe this would have been kind of a central crossroads hallway at some point. But right now you see that a single passage has lived through this collapse. The others might be traversable, but this one has definitely remained the most intact. It lies past a collapsed stone and rubble that's next to a partially destroyed writing desk. And on the desk you see the smooth onyx kind of sheet. Almost kind of this big, let's say. It's kind of a square. Oh, somebody's muted.
Just so I've got this all in my head, you've got corridors, most of which have collapsed to some degree, except one which is open. We've got a skeleton, a fresh patch of blood, a writing desk with an onyx sheet on it. That's kind of our point of interest. Okay, cool.
Would you say onyx sheet? Do you mean that the sheet is colored onyx or that it's onyx rock?
I mean both, kind of. I guess you can take a closer look if you wish. But it's black.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the onyx, I guess.
I'm gonna crouch next to the blood. Have a look.
Inkblot, make a medicine check if you wish to kind of look over the skeleton and the blood. They are kind of close by. It's quite obvious that maybe it's from the same battle or same whatever thing happened. Yeah,
there's blood and bones.
Yeah, that's the gist of what you get.
But it doesn't make sense. Like, surely this blood can't be coming from these bones. These bones looks like they've been polished clean.
I don't know if there's much logic in the morning as we recognize it.
Yeah, that's true.
The lines aren't the same.
Fennec, you're at this kind of small rectangular object on the desk. The desk itself, smooth, empty. There's no drawers or anything. Kind of a metal writing desk. You can pick up the onyx sheet of onyx, it seems like, almost. It's kind of cold a little bit.
Does it have a symbol of the outer planes on it?
You know what? It does not.
For a second there, I was like, You know what? Do I get a sense of what it is in any way?
Well, you remember seeing an opening like that next to the very front door. It seems designed to accept something like this.
Great. I think this is some kind of key.
Oh, that is good.
Yes.
If we can find our way back to the entrance, we could maybe open one of those other doors. Or
sounds good. What's going on with the blood?
It's blood. It looks like it's fresh, and there's these. I'm not really. This is not something I really know a lot about, the anatomy and the in this regards anyway. But I will. The writing desk seems like it might be more my sort of thing, so I'm going to wander over and see if there's anything else on the writing desk or anything about.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, that's better. 28.
28.
No one better.
So, there's a couple of things with a 28. Not with the desk itself, but you do see next to the desk there's a kind of a partially again, like a lot of these walls have collapsed. But some of them have remained intact. And there is, again, one of these slots in one of these walls in this room, seemingly designed to accept the onyx rectangular thing. You also notice, buried in dust and kind of rubble, a fallen sign leading into one of the collapsed hallways, not the intact one that's ahead of you, but the one that's kind of to your left. And the sign says, was written on it, challenge room. But the number has fallen off or has been lost. But it seems that hallway would have been, or would lead to one of the challenge rooms at least.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a sense there is some air moving.
Mm-hmm.
Might be, you would have to kind of venture deeper, but.
Okay. I found this. This seems to be a challenge room down this corridor, and there's another one of those openings here, which looks like it should fit the slab if you wanted to insert it there.
Oh, okay. But if it's collapsed, what will the slab do we think?
Does it look like the slab is next to the hallway, or is that next to the desk?
It seems like it's a random placement.
Okay. Well, I don't know if this links to the hallway. I wonder if it just does something within this room.
Before we go about putting slabs in holes, can I go over? What do you make of the blood, Raya?
Yeah, can I have a look at the blood and the skeleton?
Yeah, you try to see what Inkblood could have possibly missed. Make a medicine check.
Okay.
Harder DC this time. But yeah, 21 is good enough. The skeleton seems to be human. You don't have a lot of ways to test it, but you presume just the way they are placed, it seems like the blood came from that body, or what should have been a body around the skeleton itself. But the skeleton is smooth, and it's not dusty or anything. It's like it's been licked clean. And you see that the blood is heading further down, or like has been kind of almost pulled away and down towards the intact hallway, the smear.
Does it look like it was? Is it like? So what am I trying to think? Because I have it's not like it's like a sort of deliberately pulling in that direction, kind of like, the way like cultists trying to siphon blood in a particular way. Is it more like a smear of like there was some sort of violence and bloodshed here, and then it was dragged off in this direction? More the latter.
Yeah, I will say with the 21 result, you get a sense that this is only a couple of hours old. This blood, it's fairly fresh, and it seems like, trying to reconstruct the crime scene, that the body fell maybe, and the flesh and blood and everything was pulled off of it towards the hallway, leaving the smear on the floor.
I mean, I will recount that to everyone.
That is graphic. Okay.
Potentially our friend.
Oh. Seems very likely, yeah.
And also, beastie of some kind? Beastie? Curse? What did the siphoning?
I'm worried.
What?
Sorry, I'd like to do a quick divine sense, if I can.
All right.
Forget. Just, isn't it? That's not true. Sorry.
You see Raya.
I think you really hard.
This isn't a spell, right? This is your feature. Yeah.
No, it's an active ability.
Yeah. So you send out your perception around you 60 feet. There's a moment there where inside the walls, or maybe there's a tunnel or something lower below you 60 feet, there's a moment where you sense undead for a brief second. But then that presence leaves the range.
There is something undead somewhere, but I think it's moving around. It didn't stay long, but I got a, I want to say glimpse of it, but it was a feeling. It's something undead going on. Anyway.
Okay, well, I was hoping that this building would have been protected from the mists and that would be able to cast spells, but that is not true, so we should be careful.
Yeah.
Fennec, do we want to put this slab into here, or do we want to head down? Well, this collapsed is the challenge room. Or I don't know what this middle one is. Can I go to the middle, the open chamber, and sort of see if I can find a sign or any indications? Maybe like pop my head down a little bit, see if there's a sign
The intact one where the
Yeah.
blood seemed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, yeah. Again, you see ever burning kind of lanterns in the walls. It seems the most intact. It seems like a long hallway. Your visibility is quite low with the mist and the darkness. You get a sense that it seems to branch off, one going straight and one to the right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all without just kind of, venturing deeper.
I can't see any signs or anything where this one would go.
I mean, I'm inclined to try and get into the challenge room.
But okay.
I'm inclined to do as instructed.
Okay.
Could Ori fit through the rubble?
Into the challenge room hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah, or it could easily fit through. For the rest of you, it would be a little bit more of dodging rubble and having to crouch and everything.
Okay. Ori, if you wouldn't mind having a look inside, so we can see what the lay of the land is.
All right, Ori will kind of squeeze through the rock and stone, and reaches a large central kind of space, almost carved out of what must have been probably a natural kind of cave. There's an ever-burning lantern that immediately lights up next to the opening. Looking forward, Ori sees islands of rock kind of placed in the middle of this room, stretching all the way towards the end where another lantern is lit. Below, it's just darkness and mist. It's a long drop between these islands. It seemed like the challenge of this would be to reach the other end of the room.
Ori flies across the room.
All right. So, let's have Ori make a stealth check, right? Ori's trying to be stealthy, I presume?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. Ori cannot be stealthy.
No, it's a reconnaissance mission. So, perception. Wait, that's not the one you wanted. Stealth. Cool.
12. All right. So as Ori flies, flying quite high, There's a moment kind of midway, halfway through the room, that Ori gets a little bit closer to the ceiling of this cavern, this cave. And as she does, something falls past her. Does a 19 hit Ori?
Yeah, for sure.
Ori takes 8 points of slashing damage as this some creature falls past Ori.
Dead. Ori's
Ori
dead.
disappears.
Okay, so there's something in the challenge room. It attacked Ori. Ori is dead.
No.
I mean, for now.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. How dare something attack Ori? What a fucking coward. I am going into the challenge room.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? Let's start moving rocks.
Well, but before
Yeah.
we go, did you want to use the slab in the wall?
Okay, sure. Why not? Pop it in.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, you kind of slot the disc in. Immediately you hear a voice that reads, as if reading data from this kind of floppy disk. File 19XF. True creation is deemed possible for certain candidates, albeit very dangerous. The failed candidates will be housed in room cradle for further observation after catastrophic degradation. End. Report continue? Denied. File 20XF. Request for resupply granted. Request for reinforcement granted. Request for project delay denied. Report end.
Oh, so it sounds like Cradle's probably not a good idea for
No.
all of you.
No.
No.
Did that say reinforcement? Request for reinforcement granted?
Resupply granted, reinforcement granted, project delay denied.
Is that for us right now? Is something coming? Maybe we should move forward.
Oh, I think that's no, surely not. How old is this report?
I mean, you have no way to tell, but
Computer. How old is this report?
the word computer echoes across space and time as nobody knows what a computer is.
Okay, well, let's listen to it one more time. Take it out, put it back in.
File 19XF. True creation is deemed possible for certain candidates, albeit very dangerous. The failed candidates will be housed in room cradle for further observation after catastrophic degradation. End. Report continue. Denied. File 20XF. Request for resupply granted. Request for reinforcement granted. Request for project delay denied. Report end.
So this was kind of a fucked up place before the morning, I think.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So if it said candidates report to Cradle, that means two of us failed at true creation.
Yes.
I think that would be myself and Raya, but
I think that would probably be a wise guess.
so you were able to manifest, create someone other than yourself in that hole? Is
I
that
don't know about that. I don't know anything about that. I do know that the more you try to control the situation in here, the further from creation you'll get. I'm a beast of instinct. Let's keep moving rocks.
All right.
All right. You are you actually moving rocks, or are you squeezing through?
Can we squeeze through without moving?
No, let's move some rocks.
It's gonna take some time to do this, but it's possible.
I'm
Probably
gonna-
an hour or so.
As I'm looking through, can we see a way through without having to move lots of stuff?
Yeah, it would be uncomfortable. It would be quicker. It's doable.
Here's the thing: we do need an exit route, team. Let's move the rocks.
All right.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna say it takes you an hour or so to make space for you, to make sure that you're able to get out of the room.
Oh, while you're doing that, I want to bring Ori back. So you two move rocks, and I'll bring Ori back. Project leader.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow, the two of you are so ungrateful. Say both of you. You won't move some rocks for me.
So you're casting a spell called Find Familiar, Fennec?
Is it a spell?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Go ahead and roll D100 for me.
Cool. Probably shouldn't have, eh? Oh well.
Yeah, it does work. Ori pops back into existence over this 1 hour, I believe it takes you to cast this spell. To re-find your familiar during this time, Inkblot and Raya are hard at work moving rocks. The heavy work of mining, the sounds of mining echo across the complex. But yeah, after an hour, you manage to clear.
I'm going to say to Raya, I know Ori is very important, but both emotionally towards Fennec, but also very good in terms of scouting, and I understand it, but I feel a little bit manipulated.
So I can hear you.
No, I'm whispering this. At the end of the corridor, I'm whispering to this. You're concentrating on your little ritual.
My passive
We're-
perception is like 14, maybe?
Yeah, I'm whispering this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's possible for them to, as you're busy casting spells and doing this. They can either way.
Well, as Ariella, I'd like to say I'm grateful. She liked doing this corridor.
Like Inkblot is sweating. There's like sweat patches down like the arms of her blouse, and she's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a lot for all of us, but particularly for Fennec right now. He's talking to a sort of spirit, strange entity in the form of his beloved friend who's dead. So it's, that's a lot.
Yes, I
And,
do appreciate it. I do. It's not that I'm.
But no,
I-
no, I'm not telling you off. Your feelings are valid too.
It's not. I think he is doing better in this place than I am. Certainly from a. I just feel like he may be using. I don't know. I feel like whatever I say will be unkind, and it's. I understand everything that is happening.
I agree. You're being a dick.
But it's suggesting that we all move rocks and then halfway through, or before we even start, having another intention while we do that without sort of giving us all the information before the task began. He could have just asked and said, would you mind clearing this while I summon back Ori? Rather than
in terms of,
instructing us to do so.
It's a bit of an abrasive management style, isn't it?
It is, but
It's,
I think
Do I hear none of this?
in this moment
No.
it will be for the best.
We'll all get through this, probably, hopefully.
God forbid I met again.
Lifting final rock. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I need to sit down.
No time to rest.
Okay. Yeah, is Ori? Oh, it's Ori okay?
Yeah, Ori's back in the land of the living, which is fantastic because
Very good.
I was really, really sad when Ori died.
I understand.
Yeah, no, it was awful. And I know, I was putting on a semi-brave face and I addressed it with anger, but it doesn't feel good, does it? Losing a friend, it doesn't feel good at all.
It's
Anyway,
awful
we can
losing.
go into the challenge room.
Yeah, you walk past all the moved rock and stone.
I'm gonna mutter under my breath. I wish I could bring my friend back within an hour.
All of you enter the large cavern at this point. Again, the ever-burning lantern lights up as you walk in, and you find yourselves kind of on this. What is it? Kind of an outcropping of rock. Below you, there is deep darkness. Who knows how long the drop is? Ahead of you, you see the faint outlines of rock islands in between this void. And at the very end of the room, around 200 feet away maybe, another lantern bursts into light. At this point, you hear a voice again. Welcome to Challenge Room 5. Instructive. This challenge room has been designed to test your skills in creation. Reach the end of the room. Begin. With that, a door that you really did not realize that was there, but that you have uncovered during your work, smashes through the rock and closes off the exit.
Wait, so there's no hole around that door.
You can try and push the door open if you wish. It's the same smooth metal.
Cool. Okay, so cool.
As you look
Ways
into the
forward.
darkness, let's take a quick break.
Oh.
we are back. So, as you stand in this room, there's two kind of small points of light, one right next to you, the other far off in the distance on the other end of this cavern.
Wait, just before we continue, just 1 second before we continue. Sorry. Look. So the other day I went for a walk and there were 4 of these on the side of the road.
Wow.
And I was so excited.
They are really cool. If we
Yes.
ever play D&D in person again, you'll have to bust them out.
That's true.
Exactly. They're like fantasy mugs. And I was like, my fantasy mugs. And also like they're like proper, good
They
quality.
look like they're like marble.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Marble goblets.
I don't know if it's marble, but I definitely know this is a thing I've seen charged expensive money for.
Yeah.
And I got them for
Expensive money.
free
That's the worst kind.
on the side of the street. Anyway, as you were, I saw them in the background and I was like, these are the only people who will care about this.
No, it's great.
And all of our subscribers, followers, and viewers right at this moment.
Yeah, they love it.
Goblets.
This will be like a sub feature where every day, every time we stream, we do like a sub little Phoenix mugs.
No. When we start our Patreon, this is
it's
like
a
the
bonus.
thing that
Bonus
Patreon subscribers get. So we'll edit this out of the YouTube video.
Yeah, it's behind the wall, behind
Yeah,
the
you have to
big,
see behind
big
the
Patreon wall that we have.
They were free goblets and now we're monetizing them. Okay.
Yeah.
Everything is content. So the mist is still strong here, slightly lighter. It feels. It just seems like it seems almost like the mist is being pulled down into the floor of this, or the empty spaces below. So you can see a little bit more here. There's a kind of a rock island straight ahead of you. It's probably, let me just check. It's probably like a 15-foot jump. And there's more beyond that. But that's the closest one. There's one to the left of you, which is a 20-foot jump as well.
And is it just one rock island? If we jumped onto that rock island, the middle one, the one that's 15 foot, can we then jump from that island to the door?
Yeah. You don't have dark vision, do you?
I do.
You do. Then, looking beyond that, you see... Yeah, it would be possible to kind of hop from island to island.
How many islands would it be?
Around 6 or 7.
Okay.
You watch and kind of observe, and then you see a 4th figure next to Fennec, kind of looking into the distance as well.
Fennec? Is that your friend?
I tend to look.
It does seem to be a translucent representation of a vaguely Craig-looking humanoid.
Ah, Greg, you're here.
I'm here. Do you like my new voice? I kind of changed it to be more like you.
How did you sound before?
Do you want me to go back?
I'm just remembering you saying not to. Oh, my coffee's coming up. Pause.
More Patreon content. Coffee time.
If you want the full episode without the coffee pause, then you can go to our Patreon.
Every time I laugh, my microphone appears to be noisy, and I just feel like I'm now being conditioned to associate joy with disruption, which is kind of where I was at anyway. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just reflecting on the fact that you said not to trust your voice, but now this voice is different, and I'm a little bit confused about who you are.
Well, that's why I changed my voice, so I wouldn't be like her.
Oh, well, you should just. Oh, well, someone has their hand up. So,
I would like to tell if they are lying or not, please.
Make an
Very good.
insight check. I'm gonna say make a straight roll because this is
Okay.
you're trying to read a mist being.
Miss
Shut up.
being. More
No
than
problem.
meets the eye. Ooh, yes.
26. So yeah, it's there's some sort of kind of a naive honesty that's being projected out of this creature. It doesn't seem to be malevolent or full of malice or anything. It just seems to be responding honestly.
I think that's very nice of you. Thank you.
oh, I'm sorry. Have you met my friends, Greg?
In a way.
Oh, well, let's do it directly.
Okay.
Sorry. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Inkblot. It's lovely to meet you.
Hello, I'm Stan. Sort of Briar, but Stan. I don't know if you know that or not. I don't know what you know. But it's nice to meet you.
Okay. I'm I am.
Do you have a name besides Greg?
No.
Do you have many names?
I think so.
What is the average sound of all those names?
You just hear this massive explosion of sound that kind of echoes throughout the cavern. You see actually dust falling down from the ceiling.
That was intense.
Pretty.
Do you want me? You can call me that if you wish.
I don't know if say it again.
Again, the same thing happens. This time, bigger rocks are falling kind of between you.
I think Greg is a good amalgamation for the meantime. Doesn't everyone else?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just great. I'm sorry, is that too much sarcasm? Should I lower it?
Oh, do you not like the name Greg?
No, it's fine. I was just trying it out.
Trying out sarcasm. Okay. Yeah, no, I could tell it was sarcastic. It's just like the intent behind it wasn't clear because does that make sense? So if you were like, "Oh, why don't I call you Champ?" and I was like, "Yeah, that's great." Clearly, I wouldn't want to be called Champ. But look, I'll try pronouncing your name. Ah.
That's so close.
Yeah, absolutely. We should all make the effort, I think.
Well, this is a fun quest.
Can I ask you a question? How is it that you are here? You were unable. Well, you didn't come and see us when we were in the previous chamber.
When my sister mother's attention is elsewhere, I can slip in.
Where would the sister mother's attention be? What else are they focusing on?
Where all of our attention should be. Creation. There is an invader there. Has been there for some time. We're not happy about that.
I see. And this creation, is this the physical act of creating something out of nothing, or one thing into another, or is there another meaning to it?
All of those things.
Can we circle back even to the invader? Tell us more.
It came to us a year ago, is what you call it, I think. Time. Some time ago. It was led here by another creature. And then trapped.
What else? What is it doing to you?
It hasn't touched the creation itself. It is just in the room, in stasis, unmoving, not doing anything.
Is it a humanoid or is it something else?
It's difficult to tell with the shapes. It looks like a big hat.
A big hat.
But if you move your eyes, squint them, and kind of move them back and forth, it's almost like a wagon.
Wagon?
Okay. And this thing that led it here, what did they look like?
Oh boy. These are really tough questions.
Well, how about this? Did it look like, and I'm going to explain how Ivan looks like.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
More like a big cat.
Like a tiger?
Yeah, sure, tiger. Oh, I'm
Hey,
sorry, was that too much?
No, it was good. It was good. Greg wasn't very sarcastic though.
Oh. Oh, yes, I see. Fine.
I have a question. Have you ever seen Ivan though?
I get glimpses of him.
What do you think of him?
What do you think of him?
I think he's a very lonely man who can do a lot of damage.
Wow, it's like we're on the same wavelength, man. Like, I had the same idea.
Are you just trying to emulate me, Greg?
No.
Because you know I like you for who you are, not who you're pretending to be.
Just stares at you.
Although I guess we all have a bit of pretense at the heart of us.
Sorry, the invader you described is like a big, is it a big hat or a big cat?
Oh, I guess both.
Yeah. Is it blue?
I see blue, yes.
And big.
But I see more black. Darkness. Cold. I hear it breathe. Anyway, gotta go. He vanishes.
Wait. Okay.
Candidates, begin challenge.
Maybe we'll talk about that later.
So, how do we cross this without plummeting to our deaths? And I'm going to walk forward and look down and see if I can see anything down the hole.
Yeah, looking down, it's probably more than 100 feet, definitely a drop. You just see mist at the end of it. There's darkness and then mist.
I mean, I have some ideas, but I also think we should explore the limit. Like, I'm going to pick up one of the rocks that fell down from all the noise making of the name, and I'm going to throw that into the void.
Yeah, you throw that into the void. And it seems... You kind of hear it behind you, this... And then you feel it behind your back as the rock that you threw hits you. It seems like it transports... Or has transported the rock back into the beginning. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Join our Patreon,
I don't
where
like
you get
what the phone
access
call
to
is.
Mateus's call.
It's the level of dystopia that the place we're in embodies. Like that.
So
Yeah.
if we fall off, we'll appear back at the beginning.
That's some
Hopefully.
comfort.
Yeah.
But also, Ori was attacked, so there's something in here.
I mean,
Sorry.
no, I don't know why I was speaking as Stan. She's not here right now. But I could consecrate. I don't know if I'm role playing or not now, or metagaming.
We're chatting in
Yeah.
out character.
Okay. So sorry, had a weird moment there. I could consecrate the ground, and we could cast spells to get across if that's. I don't know if that would help though.
I have two options for spells that I think could help in this situation. In terms of fly, I am worried about us flying. I am worried about being attacked in midair. But I also have a spell that could move around some of the islands potentially. I'm just not sure how movable they are.
Mm-hmm.
I also want. I would have probably taken the slab with me, but I didn't say that at the time. So, what's your ruling on that?
Yeah, you could have taken it back. It's fine.
Thank you.
I don't really have anything that would help us. I have one potential option. But I mean, if we think we can leap across, we could tie ourselves together.
Although if we fall and we appear back at the beginning again.
Well, hopefully.
It does seem odd though. That seems like that would eliminate a big area of challenge if falling came without consequence.
I mean, the consequence is us being trapped in here forever.
No, you're right. That's pretty bad actually.
Yeah, what's worse, insta-death or being in a forever cycling void?
Good point. Yeah.
I mean, there is something that's in here as well, so death is not a possibility.
Perhaps speed is of the essence here.
I still would like to caution against the mentality of winning or overcoming.
What do you mean?
I know the both of you can't really feel what this place is, and I don't know, I can't really either. It's not words, it's not, but I just think we're not in our usual set of circumstances, and it pays not to get stuck in the usual way of problem solving.
So, we should avoid using magic? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh.
Internal sigh. I'm gonna look at Ori, and Ori's gonna be like, "You can lead a horse to water, but you can't teach it how to drink."
At this point, you hear a voice echo throughout the cavern. Candidates 255, 36. 9. Congratulations. You're midway. Congratulations.
I'm going to reach up and I'm going to touch my brooch and turn on my true sight.
All right. What's your... yeah, you have dark vision. I'm going to say... You're trying to, look around, right? Make a...
Yeah, just I'm like saying that the candidates are halfway. I'm going to look at kind of the halfway mark, look at the island, see if I can see anything.
Make a perception check.
Oh, 9.
Nine. You don't spot anything.
Well, we can't just stand here. We can't go back. We have to go forward.
So we just jump?
I think we should tie ropes around ourselves to each other, so if someone does slip and fall, we are able to pull them up. It's quite a long jump.
On the flip side, if one of us falls, we all fall.
Well, not if we jump one at a time. Then 2 people are on solid ground and can pull the third up.
Raya, as they are talking, you hear kind of a rock against rock sound coming just below the outcropping you're on, against that wall below. Something climbing, maybe.
Ooh. I think there's something. I'll go forward to the edge and try and look down.
So looking down, you see a couple of vaguely humanoid-looking creatures, seemingly kind of pale, emancipated kind of abominations, kind of grumbling, walking, crawling really on 4 elongated and dissimilar limbs affixed to the inverted torso that it has. You can see as it kind of catches your eye, you can see the long neck that this creature has coiling and slithering. The head is eyeless, but it still seems to know where you are. Probably has some kind of natural senses. And you also hear this constant chattering of teeth, this kind of, as it walks up towards you. There's about 5 of them. There may be 40 feet below you.
Oh, I'll grab the others and pull them back, and there's all these things coming, and I think we need to go.
Okay, I'm going to cast Fly on everyone. Let's hope for the best.
All right. As you cast Fly, we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Ooh, okay. So, first off, D100 for me, Finnick, as you attempt to cast Fly.
Let's find out together.
Roll another D100 for me as the Fly spell fails. For this, you need to get below 70 for spells to succeed. All right, 69. All right, as you cast Fly, you kind of, end the verbal ritual arcane sentence, and then you feel your teeth kind of hurt. And then as you touch, already your hobgoblin teeth are slightly more sharper, but now they seem almost canine. They seem very sharp.
Ooh.
And Raya and Inkblot, you, even in this moment, you kind of realize that Fennec is trying to pant, breathing in and out, panting. So the Fly spell does not work. You're still on the outcropping there. So,
What am I?
seemingly still Fennec.
Okay.
It's probably totally fine.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, so you hear movement now as you've discovered these creatures. You hear the chattering growing louder, these teeth kind of chattering. It's coming from all corners of this room. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Let me quickly do this. This. They are all just moving in the darkness.
Can I see any with my true sight?
With your true sight, yeah, you can see them on the ceiling of this cavern. They are walking above you.
Okay.
There's a couple that have now kind of emerged from underneath the outcropping islands that are on top of the islands. So, but there's a lot of them in the ceiling themselves. There
Okay.
we go. So, all right, Fennec.
Do I feel like I have any new powers or abilities?
Nope.
Am I a vampire now?
You asked that existential question, and there's no
Nothing
clear
revives.
answer.
Okay. How far away is the first rock island?
So that one is 10 feet.
So, question:
Mhm.
These rock islands do they go down as pillars, or are they free floating in the air?
They do go down as pillars.
I see. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. And on the map, these are the only ones we're fighting, or the only ones we can see. Sorry.
Those are the ones. The ones that you can see are the ones that you can see.
Yeah, I see. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm going to cast.
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm going to use an invocation and cast Conjure Elemental.
I appreciate the lawyering, but roll a d100 for me. If you're using a spell slot to do this, then you have to roll a d100.
No, I know.
25. It works. What's
Right.
the elemental?
I'm going to go with old classic air.
Air elemental. Where do you wish for this air elemental to appear?
Yeah, that sounds good right there.
All right. So yeah, the mist itself seems to kind of become this whirlpool of energy, and then you sense it becoming a presence, attaining some sort of an intellect to it. You can see kind of two large arms stretch out of it as it just whirlpools in the middle on this rock island.
And I'd also like to move back.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. So the air elemental goes right after you, correct? Is this right?
Yeah.
So yeah, what the air elemental wishes to do?
It's been a while. Let's remember what this can do. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna multi-attack. I'm gonna go over here and attack this thing.
All right, go for it. It would have actually rolled initiative, But let's say it goes after you. It's yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of middle of the board, so it's like it's fair.
Ooh,
12 hits.
great.
Oh, good. Good to know.
19 points. Immediately, the air elemental flies over, slams against this half spidery humanoid creature, smashes it against the rock, and it kind of twitches, tries to get up, and stays there, dead.
Okay.
Okay.
How much movement do I have is the question. Does not say how much speed I have.
It's interesting. Let me quickly check that. I'm gonna guess that's 40 flying speed, but we'll see.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, 90.
90.
There you go. Even better.
Oh, nice.
I go do my other slam attack against another creature then.
All right.
I go over here.
Yeah,
And that's-
hovering across the spaces, half covering the creature.
Yeah, I need to select you though. Yes, yes. Slam, slam.
"13 hits again. Roll damage. With the other hand this time, the mist seems to be forming against the fist itself as it slams down. 14 points. This time again, twitches on the rock face and then gets up and kind of, you can hear this as it tries to scream at the air elemental.
Great. So that's the air elemental done.
All right.
basically.
So, alright. Immediately this one is replaced with a new one as one jumps from the middle of the cavern. This one jumps to the middle as well. Inkblot.
Oh, not quite sure what to do.
Whoa, that's a lot of creatures.
Yeah. I will. Oh. Okay.
Cast a
Okay.
spell.
I don't wanna. Seeing this one in front. How far? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I think these two are 30 feet away from each other. I'm going to pull out my scroll, which I prepared last long rest, which is Mind Whip, and I'm going to read the scroll that I created, and be targeting this one and this one, because I casted it 3rd level. And it's going to be, where is it? Tasha's Mind Whip, there it is. It doesn't use a spell slot. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to pull out this. It's like a page from my book. I rip it out and I just start reading it. And I cast Tasha's Mind Whip, and it's a 3rd level, so I can affect 2 creatures. They both need to make intellectual saving throws. I don't know if I have to roll a D100 because it's a spell scroll.
Are you using a spell slot to use it?
Nope. It's a spell scroll. I made it. I can make 1 per long rest, so
Alright.
This is the one I made.
Good to know. Roll a D100 for me, though.
Okay. Doesn't use a spell scroll.
Yeah, I know.
Cool.
Yeah, 6. Works.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
16 points of damage on an intelligence saving throw. Or otherwise half damage.
Both fail.
Yes!
So both of them take the full 16. Oh, let me just quickly check.
Psychic damage.
Yep, that's fine. Psychic damage. They just something hits them from out of nothing as they kind of freeze in the air, again twitching their many limbs as some sort of pain reverberates between them. But both of them stay up.
Okay. On their next turn, they can either move, take an action, or a bonus action. They only get to do one of the three.
Okay.
And I'm going to follow suit and step backwards into this little crevice. There are so many of them. What are we doing? That's my turn.
Almost as an answer to that, you hear a voice. Reach the end of the room. Raya.
Okay, I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out a vial of holy water that we had last time. And be like, stay calm, Raya. Sand, whatever. You can do this. And I'm going to... I don't think I've got some... Oh, no, I can. I'm going to move between these two, and I am going to try and consecrate the ground around us.
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check.
So, I'm sorry I ask this every time. So I've got the holy water. Is it if I spend a spell slot and...
Yeah,
I
if you
can
use a spell
roll
slot to do this,
advantage?
I will grant... Yeah, it will be an advantaged roll.
Great, I would like to do that, please.
Alright, go ahead and make that religion check with advantage.
Great. And just, I have within my sheet taken off a spell slot. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
24. As the train passes everybody by, yeah, you feel the ritual work. Immediately, the mist is almost expelled out in this 10 by 10 radius. And I presume you're... Yeah, where do you want this?
I guess I'll probably covering, me and Fennec.
Mm-hmm.
So bright by ink. And then I'll say to either of them, can either of you get us across now? Maybe?
Maybe.
Good. I trust you. This will be great. That's me done.
Alright, with that, more teeth chattering in the darkness. More and more creatures are making their way, leaping now, making kind of 30-foot long leaps across from island to island, landing with a heavy blow across the ground. More and more and more and more. The AI thinks more and more. Okay, this one's nice and close. Maybe it's gonna be 5. No, doesn't quite reach it. So yeah, this one lands across the kind of below you, 10 feet below you on the edge of the rock, climbing upwards. All right, and we're back at the start of the round.
There's so many.
We are Legion, we are one. Yep. Just heavy landings now. They are animals coming for the prey. Alright, this one is going to attack the air elemental. So. It gets one action correct, so it's going to try and consume flesh, actually.
Oh.
That is a natural 2. That misses the air elemental, unfortunately. Just kind of claws through the body of the air elemental. This one will jump here. This one will jump here. This one will jump at the very edge. This island. All right, Fennec, you're up.
Okay, I guess I cast fly again.
Ooh, nice.
All right, yeah. The spell works inside that area.
Yeah, so I touch
Mhm.
Briar and Inkblot.
Yeah, you move a little bit forward 5 feet to reach
Yeah.
Inkblot. But yeah, you touch Ryan and Inkblot and yourself, and you feel this hovering power. You feel lighter than air suddenly.
And I say fly. Let's fly.
Fly, you fools.
I was avoiding it, but this is a very similar setup in lots of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see how similar we can make it.
No. Yeah. So I guess I'm not gonna fly yet, or am I? I'm gonna look up and see if there are any on the ceiling.
Yeah, looking up. If you want to do an action, no, you did your action. So I'm going to say with your natural perception, looking up, you see a couple silhouettes there, moving towards you, seemingly staying out of the action so far.
There's some on the ceiling. I'm not gonna move yet.
All right. The air elemental
Is gonna slam. First you, because why not?
is fly a concentration, by the way? It is.
I think so.
In which case I can't do fly.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the elemental.
Okay.
Whoops.
I mean, you would just lose concentration on the the elemental would gain independence, is what would happen.
Which I am not doing.
All right.
My mistake. Sorry, everyone. Let me just.
Oh.
No, can't do that.
Just here below you, as the one closest to you, 10 feet below you.
Ugh.
Does there seem like a large enough rock somewhere that is like could carry all three of us and?
Yeah, there's some that are slightly larger than the one you're currently on.
Yeah, so that's like kind of like we could stand on.
Yeah, it's a tight fit, but it's doable. It's a little bit precarious.
Okay, because I'm going to cast telekinesis instead of fly, like a legend, remembering how spells work.
All right.
On a rock to. Oh, cool. That's good. Yeah. Cool. So this is my third spell slot. Good. And I'm going to cast it on the rock, and I'm going to move it towards me.
The pillars? Or oh, you mean like as in like a slab, like a big rock?
Yeah.
Platform. Oh, now I'm understanding. So I will say, yeah, I would say that there would be room for maybe 2 people. There's not a big enough slab of rock for 3 people. I will allow you to take the spell back if you wish.
Did you say there were pillars too?
Yeah, I mean the islands themselves are on these rock pillars, right? That's what I mean.
Sorry, let me just do some math in my head. Sing the math song, everyone.
Math, math, math. We love math. We're doing math today in D&D. It's math day. Today is math day. Math, math, math. 2 + 2 is 4.
How much is 1,000 pounds?
Math.
Okay, 453 kilograms.
Kilometers equals 1,000 pounds.
Americans are so weird.
How much does rock weigh?
How much does rock weigh?
Oh my god. It comes up with The Rock when you search them. Dwayne The
Okay.
Rock Johnson.
Hey.
You know what? Let's Eldritch Blast instead.
All right. Don't forget to add back your spell slot.
Thank you.
Uh,
Let's do an Eldritch Blast. And let's attack.
yeah.
Let's attack the closest one. That makes sense.
All right. You would have to move out of the spell circle to kind of look down, because that one that you targeted is
down.
climbing up there. Yeah.
Oh no, then I'm not doing that
Mhm.
one. I'm doing go away. I'm doing that one. Attack!
Go for it. The first beam of
Oh,
energy goes out there. 18 does hit. This one is already kind of struggling, trying to gather speed to leap at you. But then it gets hit by a blast of force energy, knocking it back. It dies.
Yes.
Nice. Sick. Okay. Oh, I accidentally hit Bo. Because one of them was
Yeah, you
selected.
had targeted them both, but go ahead and roll a second time if you wish to attack that one, or whichever one.
I'm gonna attack this one.
Go for it.
Eldritch Blast, does whatever, and Eldritch Blast does.
Sharks.
16 again also hits. This one was mid-air, leaping for you. And as 5 points of energy hit it, yeah, there you go. It also dies, kind of falling into the mist midway through, and behind you, you hear this as the body of this creature falls into existence behind you, as if through a portal. This one is also dead. You have one more, I believe, one more Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast.
I'm targeted another one.
Go for it.
Oh,
21,
nice.
yeah. 3 for 3. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 points. Oh, that one. Not the, yeah, oh yeah, sorry. There you go. Yeah, so 7 points. That one still alive, kind of knocked back from trying to charge at you. Anything else? Or should the air elemental take its turn?
That's it for me for now. Let's do the air elemental.
All right.
Oh wait, I'm gonna say something. Do we think there's an end to these things? And air elemental will do some hitting.
All right. As a response, the air elemental slams down the one big plume of air energy.
Oh, maybe I should do. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna go over these two creatures.
Mhm.
That selects me. Well, let me select them first.
Mhm.
Ooh, there's an after image of me. Ghostly. Okay. Whirlwind. I'm gonna whirlwind.
All right.
Usability. So a strength saving throw, DC 13.
All right. So you're trying to kind of grip onto the rock itself. 15 and a 3.
Well, one of them, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to say the one that had the most health, actually, is the one that will fail this. 15 points. And otherwise 20 feet away in a random direction. All right. So this one falls kind of against this rock face, starts falling down as well, but manages to kind of, oh no, he's dead. So yeah, you see it smash against the rock, and kind of like a slimy residue of this reddish, greenish blood is left against the wall as it slides down. The other one, nothing happens to the other one, yeah?
No, it just takes half damage.
Oh, okay, half damage. Half damage. Yeah, so this one also dies. It only had 5 left. So yeah, the air elemental kills them both. At this point, Fennec has killed 5 in basically one round. Inkblot.
I think I can create a bridge for us, at least part of the way, and I will.
Don't forget to step into the square,
Step into the square. Oh, it won't let me. There we go.
Yep.
I'm going to jump there,
Mhm.
and I am going to cast Wall of Force.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if the template works. I can't see because of my thing. There we go. So what I want to do is about a couple of feet above the ground. I can make my Wall of Force vertical. They're 10 by 10 squares, and I'm basically going to make a path, an
All right.
invisible bridge that will go from there, and 100. It goes 100 feet because they're 10 by 10. So, and I'm going to do them flat. There are a couple of it's invisible. Actually, no, I should be able to see it because of my true sight. I'm gonna maybe, I don't know. Hopefully Inkblot just knows where they are. Cast that across. I'm not going to stand on it at this point. This is taking a lot of mental ability. Please only stop on top of the islands. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Yeah, you see one of the creatures being pushed back to kind of avoid this invisible. God, what is it? It's what's that thing in like Thor Ragnarok and what they go like they travel with this highway, Rainbow Bridge or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
Like that type of thing, just stretching towards, almost reaching the other end of the room, but not quite.
Not quite.
All right. So, anything else in plot?
No, that's my turn.
All right. Raya.
Okay, so can we see the bridge at all, or it's just we're just taking?
Just invisible.
Taking
I
it
pointed sort of where it is. I'm indicating like straight line that way.
Okay. Before I step out of the square, I will cast Bless.
All right.
On obviously the three of us. So any attack roll, any saving throw, get a D4.
Cool.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go straight in front of Ink.
Good luck.
Trusting Ink, and I'm so that's 5 foot, and then I'm gonna run. How far can I go? 20 foot. So here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say for now it's easy enough because Inkblot has specifically told you go in a straight line. You get a sense that the more you're gonna be fighting these creatures, and you can see them all on the islands themselves, it's gonna get harder and harder to follow this invisible line. You know, but for now you're on it.
Okay, and I've cast a spell, so I don't have any bonus actions. So, I'll light up the sun blaze.
There you go.
Yeah, so a load of light.
Everybody can see a little bit farther with their natural vision. After this, one of these flesh creatures, these strange humanoids, has been gathering up speed. You can see all the many limbs it has kind of stretch backwards unnaturally, and as it kind of almost like a spring getting ready, it jumps off towards Raya, landing with a heavy blast next to you. Make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay. This will be plus a D4. So.
Yeah, you actually succeed in holding on as this kind of plume of air threatens to knock you prone. You manage to stay standing on the invisible line. All right. Another one will jump. And this one will just simply climb up to the midst of Inkblot and Fennec. I'm gonna say, let's roll die. It's gonna attack Inkblot.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna say it's gonna consume flesh.
Oh.
That is an 18 to hit.
I throw up shield.
All right. Yeah, shield covers it. You almost feel the sharp teeth on your skin, and then something just dulls it, and the creature is pushed back. All right. These just keep jumping forward. Oh yeah, perfect. This one will be able to nicely jump just in front of Raya. And you see now, Raya, as you're fighting this, as it lands next to you, make a strength saving throw as well.
Yep.
But they are seemingly trying to corner you. They, as one mind almost is controlling them, they're trying to kind of get you in between them. They're attacking at times, all together at times, then separately to keep you as off edge as they can. 16 still is a success, so you managed to stay standing. All right. But more coming. 20. Just manages to land next to you, Ryan. Make a strength saving throw for me.
Yep.
Eight. With an 8, you are knocked.
Plus the D4?
Oh. So
12?
12, you are still, unfortunately. You almost managed to stay standing, and then another one hits you. You fall prone, and the creature this time pounces on you. This is an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, this would be actually with advantage. Sorry. So let me just
Can I
roll
get my
again.
shield up?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so that's a miss. All right. So jumping, I'm gonna say can't. Yeah, it will reach here. There. More of them just climbing up from whatever tunnels, places they have. This one will launch itself next to Raya. You're already prone, so it's going to make an attack against you.
Oh god, are you okay?
15 to hit.
No.
And one misses as well. They're struggling to get through your heavy armor. I don't want to jump. This one will jump at the air elemental. The air elemental will have to make a strength saving throw. Although, I wonder if it can even be knocked prone. Maybe it's immune to it, but... No, it is immune. So yeah, nothing happens. It's impossible for air elemental. It just sucks in the excess air that's being thrown at it. Fennec.
Okay. Oh, there's so many of them, isn't there? Okay. Well, I'm going to start with this one right in front.
All right. Go for it.
Eldritch Blast. Attack.
24
Nice.
absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I'm also going to push it 10 feet, obviously.
All right. 13 points of damage. Again, yeah, this one falls down into the mist, tries to hold on, and then you feel behind you as it kind of comes out of existence next to you. A little bit dazed and confused, but ready to attack.
Okay, I guess I'll hit it again then.
Go for it. 24 hits again, yeah. 12 points. This time, it immediately kind of springs into existence, and then you hit it again, it falls down onto the ground, dead.
Nice.
Okay. Then this one next to Raya.
Alright, third and final. 14 also hits.
Yes.
Sick. 12.
And yeah, 12 points of force damage against this one as well. Are you pushing it back?
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, it kind of folds into its friend there and passes it by, falls down into the void, and it just kind of launches or lands on its dead creature buddy thing next to you.
Okay. That's Fennec done.
Alright.
Air Elemental. Gonna fly over here.
Gets an attack opportunity.
Sure.
That will be a 6 to hit. Which
Nope.
misses.
And then I'm going to do a slam.
A natural 1, yeah, badly misses. It's they are all kind of jumping over each other, attacking Raya, and the air elemental just misses one of them.
We'll go again.
Go again. 18 hits. And 9 points of bludgeoning damage against this creature. Still up, even after the mighty slam. Inkblood.
I'm gonna step 5 foot over,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know why I'm targeting these two. There we go. And I'm going to cast lightning bolt at 4th level
All right.
at these two,
All right.
and anything else that's in that line.
That's dead, that one.
The one there.
There's
Yeah.
one that's alive there. It's the remainder of. Wait, no. Did you kill it?
There's a dead one there.
It's got all the full health though, so I'm not. I think it's an underneath.
Oh, this one. I've got one on
which
top
one
of and one
attached?
beneath.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
38 points of damage to a dex save.
Yeah, so one of them succeeds, but even 38 halved. That is enough to kill the two that were on this line.
Any other ones that are on that line as well? You know, that might be just further back. I don't know. You never know.
That might be.
Yeah. And then I'm going to jump over here apparently.
Mhm.
I'm going to step onto my platform, and I'm going to move just behind Raya, but still above the island.
All right. And your shield is still up. So,
I think it's till the end of my next turn. Let's
Alright.
have a look. Until the start of my next turn, so my shield is gone right now.
okay.
It is 105, by the way.
I know. I was gonna end just after.
If
mine.
we need to, I can go a little bit longer, but not too much longer. It
So I
depends on quality.
I planned my day around us finishing. So
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I was planning on ending after Raya's turn.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll make 2 super quick and speedy and cool looking swings of the Sunblade. Please.
Nice.
19 absolutely hits.
Are they undead?
They are indeed undead.
Okay. I think I had an extra d8 from the damage
Mhm.
with improved divine smite. Plus another d8.
There's one.
So-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. 14 points against this one.
Mhm.
Yeah, looking pretty beat, but still up.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go against the sun again then. Oh, it's nope. I just unplanted it.
14 still hits. Their natural armor is easily penetrated by your sunblade.
Excellent. Another D8. So this time I've incorporated the D8 into the rolling. It's another 19.
19 points. Yeah, this time the flesh creature in front of you, you just, as it keeps coming at you, trying to claw, you just cut each hand off until it has nothing. It's just a kind of twitching torso in front of you. Anything else?
No, I think I'll stay right where I am.
All right. With that, you look towards the ceiling and you see maybe 10, 12 more of these above you, kind of looking down, all of them just chattering at you. And as they start to fall, we're going to end today's session.
Oh god, we just need to run. I'm so unprepared for this battle.
Just need to run.